Alright guys, welcome back. When Edwin Sifuna was in Narok, Edwin Sifuna spoke one thing about the Iebc. Just listen.
Nataka niombe tu shirika la Iebc, kwa sababu mimi nikitembea Kenya, nimetembea Kenya, watu wameamua. Watu washaamua. Saa hii hata watu wakipata hiyo ballot wanaweza piga na fujo sana. Leo ndio tumekuja Narok tusikie kama pia watu wa Narok wameamua. Tusikie vile wanasema, si ndio? Lakini Iebc, huyo referee huyo ambaye anaenda kusimamia hiyo mchezo ya 2027, we want to ask that ile technology ambaye wataprocure ya kufanyia uchaguzi, kwanza itoke from a reputable company and from a reputable country. Huwezi kuingia saa Iran uende utuletee ati mtu ya kuchapisha ballot papers ametoka Iran. Haiwezekani. We want technology from a reputable country, countries that hold their companies accountable for the business they do in foreign places. We want that technology to be auditable before and after the election. Sisi wote ambao tutakuwa tunaingia kwa uchaguzi 2027, tunataka tuingie kwa server kabla shughuli ianze, tuhakikishe yule Kamago hayuko ndani, si ndio? Kabla kura zianze kuingia. Na baada ya kuhesabu tena tuangalie kama zile ziliingia ni zile ambazo tulipiga, wasiongeze zingine, si ndio? That's the only thing we are asking, and we want multi-party oversight over the system of technology that will be employed for 2027. Other than that, mimi najua Wakenya wameamua na nataka tuwashukuru sana kwa msimamo ambao.
And in case guys, this is your first time coming across us, kindly please consider subscribing to this channel. And still, you can also support this channel through the number you are seeing on your screen. And guys, we all understand that the only person who will determine who will be the next president of this Republic of Kenya is one man. And that man is Erastus Ethekon, the Iebc chairperson. It's not even the Kenyan. We all understand that votes can be rigged. The other day, you saw a documentary how 2007 votes were rigged. It is clear that Kenyans can decide, but the Iebc can also decide to overchange the decision and the will of Kenyans. Raila Amolo Odinga won massively in 2007, but through the Iebc that was there at that time then, together with the sitting president who was Mwai Kibaki by that time, they ensure that they retain the power. Edwin Sifuna was clear. We are coming in 2027. But now, let it not be a replica of 2007. No, these things rhyme. Whatever happened in 2007, if we are not keen as a country, you are seeing a replica in 2027. How the leaders are speaking, incitement is beyond control. Even Tuju was abducted. I'm coming up with that video. So leaders are behaving that it is today, if not, lazima ni yeye na ni yeye. Now let's now come back to Edwin Sifuna's proposal. And in comment section also help me to figure out, will it really be practicable? Edwin Sifuna is saying that before they enter into 2027 election, they must ensure that the Iebc server is changed completely. When we are speaking about change, we are speaking about the entire system, the entire technology. We normally use this mathematic technology, but they are saying that we are not going to use that technology. We are now going to have a very fresh election. Fresh election in that before any vote cast in that system, or rather in that server, they will ensure that the server is empty, completely empty. Then, number two, they will ensure that that server remains transparent in that I can still follow the votes. I can still follow my votes that venye zinakuja in that server. And then after the election zimeisha, we need mtu aridhike nilipoteza. Mtu yana aridhike yenyewe hii kura nilipoteza. And how is that going to happen? They will ensure that this server is again audited after the election. Do you take that when we may have 3 presidential candidates in that server, serious candidates, we know William Samoei Ruto cannot miss in that contestants, and ensure that we have what they normally call number 2 and number 3. For example, let's take for example Edwin Sifuna might be on that ballot together with Kalonzo Musyoka, William Samoei Ruto, and Wajakoya. So we may have 4 people seriously contestants. Then they will ensure that okay, if Ruto wins in the system, everything's nasema Ruto has won that election, then they will sit down, relax, and accept the results. If it is Kalonzo Musyoka and the server shows that hakuna any malpractices that was done during that process, then Kalonzo will be the president of this Republic of Kenya without any kusumbuliwa. And if it decides that it is now Edwin Sifuna who has won this election clearly, then the server shows that actually it is Sifuna, then hakutakuwa na mapingamizi yoyote. And that is a very hard rock to crack. Kwa sababu it is hard for William Samoei Ruto to accept that to be happen. And we all know that even that person who supplies the election material wako hivi with William Samoei Ruto bamba kubamba. The guy Jose Camargo who tampered with the last election, not once, not twice, the opposition has been crying the guy is visiting the State House. The other day, you saw Wamalwa claiming that after the opposition has met with the IEBC chairperson Erastus Ethekon, there was some. So it is clear that the IEBC had already been overtaken. And it will be hard, not unless the old opposition boycott this election. If they will go in election with the same system, the same company which is now taking over our electoral process, then there is no need of election. I may advise that if things is now getting worse, these people, it is now the high time to decide if they are going this way or they are going that way. Why am I saying so? So it is better for them to boycott rather than to accept without any election reform. When the opposition in Tanzania pushed for that reform, that guy was forced to go behind the bar. In Uganda, Bobi Wine went in election without electoral reform. What happened? Museveni defeated him. So in Kenya, we have now to learn from these 2 nations. Because when we are among the East Africa, if we go in that election without any election reform, then count it already done for William Samoei Ruto. What is your thought, guys? Drop it in the comment section. I'll be doing my best to read it and giving you a response. And to that, guys, peace and love.
And with that, guys, thank you for choosing Kenya Political Brief as your primary news platform, more so on politics. Kindly please share this video to a friend. If politics is your passion, this is the place you really wish to be. Kindly subscribe. Bye bye.